As they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, which means enjoy the peace, drink wine, and have chariot races. One thing that makes the Pax Romana so interesting is that all the history that happened in it. There was the time of Christ, Caesar Augustus, and things like that. The word Pax Romana just means Roman peace in Latin. So, which raises the question, why was there so much peace? The first thing is that there was a lack of military pressure, which caused, as History.com says, the population doubled, which is just an amazing thing, which just means that because there was less military pressure, more babies were able to be born and things like that. The second thing is whenever Rome would conquer a land, they would appoint civil kings, which is just another way of saying they made a regular civilian the mayor of a town or village. So, which is ingenious because you have a person who is already known and respected by the people of that village, and then they're just made governor. They already respect that guy. It's genius. So that was brilliant by people like Octavian and Augustus. The second thing that surprises me is the food that was eaten. During breakfast, Romans would have just simple wine in bread, with like nothing like a little wine to start your day, right? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. But then they would just eat things like dates, figs, just something simple like that. And later on the day, in lunch, it would just be some more Mediterranean fruits and veggies with more bread, and then some type of egg dish usually, whether that's just a boiled egg or an omelet, or with some kind of herb cheese or something like that. That brings us to dinner. The Romans called it cena. It was more of a tradition. And that was when people like servants, the lower class citizens, would serve the higher ranking citizens. And that type of caste system, so to speak, was huge in Rome, just because there was a high emphasis on luxury, and they would serve the higher officials and things like that meats like lamb or beef with the regular Roman vegetables and fruits, with of course bread and wine. But the good thing about that is those servants would get to take home leftovers, so they could eat whatever the kings and the governors were having. The last thing is of course, like I mentioned earlier, was Romans' emphasis on luxury. So they would spend their time with sports such as wrestling, boxing, and even young men were expected to learn how to horse ride. That was a huge part of Roman culture. So that was very interesting to me. The second and last point is that Rome also loved their arts. They loved music and they loved theater, and they would spend a lot of their time doing that. That's of course where you get the play from Shakespeare, Julius Caesar. It was just based off of Roman theater and things like that. So in short, the Pax Romana was about 200 years of a toga party where Rome kicked back, relaxed, and enjoyed the good life while conquering the world. Thank you. Have a good one.